Are you new to cold calling? Are you afraid to pick up the phone and dial the customer number? Are you afraid that you will repel the customer away? Fear not, this video is for you. Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Prithviraj Patil, and I'm an undergrad at NITK, National Institute of Technology, Karnataka. I study in the IT branch, currently sophomore year. And bit about myself, I like playing basketball. My hobbies are playing table tennis, video games, and I also binge watch TV series. And as far as my personal achievements go, I have binge played God of War in 6 hours the game, and I've completed it. And I've also binge watched 4 seasons of The Office. Yeah, so The Office, yes, the sitcom The Office. Uh, I'm a really big fan of The Office. The Office is what intrigued me in making today's video. That is how to pitch a cold call. And so I have done a couple of cold calls myself back while I was interning at Fluxion. Today I'm going to be showing you how. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Although the terms cold call and sales call uh, differ slightly, I won't be differentiating them in this context. Okay, so what is cold call or cold calling? Cold calling is a solicitation of business from potential customers who have had no prior contact with the salesperson conducting the call. In simple words, cold calling is basically calling up a potential customer, um, convincing the person to purchase your product or your service. Moving on, let's start with the negative aspects of the cold call. That is, don'ts, what not to do in a cold call. First point, absolute statements. Making absolute statements can be dangerous if you use them too often or without a basis to back up your claims. While it's important to have confidence and communicate the features and benefits of your products and services, you need to make sure there is no opportunity for a letdown. Getting your customers' hopes high and letting them down is not something you want to do. Second point, I promise slash guarantee. Huh, sorry. So if you utter these words, then please be prepared to back them up. Do not make promises or guarantees you can't keep because it will end only in one way, a disappointed ex customer. Third point, to be honest with you. You hear this a lot in a sales call. While a sales rep's intention may be to provide customer with some insightful or insider information, it may be interpreted that everything you said before was not completely truthful. So please avoid that statement. Those statements, sorry. Fourth point, pleasantries. Although exchanging pleasantries like how are you doing, might seem optimistic in a cold call, I assure you it's not. It's the right opposite. So when you exchange pleasantries like how are you doing, the customer's perception will be more like oh okay, this is another cold call. Wow, what's in it for me? Let me just hang up. So you do not want to let down the customer's mood right at the start. So avoid using these kind of pleasantries. Moving on, how to go about your call. So first point, research helps. So research. Researching the client's background, researching the problems the client is facing, and what your product can offer, so that the client can resolve this issue, will be very beneficial for you. So if you can demonstrate the prospect needs and what you're offering, and how it can nullify its needs, you're virtually guaranteed a sale. Wow. Second point, plan and prepare your sales call. So anticipating the customer's questions like what is your product about and what can it do to benefit the customer. All these anticipated questions must be answered before you make a call. My suggestion is make a script and practice it before making the actual cold call. Third point, keep it simple, get to the point right away. This is a no-brainer, folks. I do not have to explain it to you. There's nothing to explain in that. Do not drag a call, keep it light and keep it to the point. Fourth point, make a conversation, not a recitation. It is so important to keep your customer engaged. It is so important that the customer interacts with you and his or her attention doesn't fade away. So you do not want to be blabbering everything from your end. You want to be asking the customer some questions and keep him or her engaged in the conversation. That's it. Now moving on, content. Okay, so when you do call up a customer, what do you talk? How do you go about it? So firstly, you have to find the customer name if possible. If not, sir or ma'am will do, but preferably name is better. And now introduction. So you talk about your company's your name, and how do you work for the company? What like are you an employee or something? And second point, connecting statement or reason for calling. Talk about your product. Talk about your service. How is it beneficial for the customer? And then third point, ask. You must keep the customer engaged, as I've talked about in the how to go about your call. Make a conversation, not as a citation. Okay, moving on. So sometimes sales rep may face objections like, "I'm in a meeting. This is really not a good time for me. I'm busy right now. Can you call me back later?" So these are a few objections that a sales rep faces, and how do you go about solving it? Solution is easy. So whenever a customer is like, "I'm in a meeting. This is really not good time for me," the sales rep response should be more towards, "Oh, I understand, sir slash ma'am," or yeah. So I understand that you're busy. So can you tell me when can I call you back later? When are you free? So fix up a specific date and time, and asking for their email will prove beneficial sometimes too. Yeah. So these are a bunch of reference materials. First one is a book called Gap Selling. The author is Keenan, and it was published on December 3rd, 2018. It's a pretty good book, giving you the insight of the customer's mind. Second one, if you are too lazy to refer books, you can always go check out some YouTube channel. This channel is called, the channel's name is Sales Insight Lab by Mark Weishak. I've given you the link in this PDF, so please check it out. Thank you. And now that you now go get out there and make a captivating sales call. Let me know in the comments below. I would love the feedback, whether it's positive or negative.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe and click on the bell button as to not miss out any content. Contact us here.